Hi guys, Naya here. I'm sitting under a tree in the forest of birch copse and I'm joined by a fox. As you can see, I'm wearing a tier 3 mercenary armor, leather. And I have decided to use this leather together with the Journeyman's cursed staff. Okay, I have to leave because the hell gate opened right here. Today I will be wearing the mercenary leather, and that is because of the passive that is enabled from tier 3 onwards, and that is increasing my attack speed by 6% on the hood. And I will use the howl spell. That is the same as in tier 2. Then the Journeyman's mercenary jacket, which provides some armor and some damage. I will be using this swiftness buff passive, which further increases my attack speed, and the Inferno shield to reflect some damage. On the Mercenary Shoes, I have the option to increase my damage only and defense, but higher tiers also have the attack speed buff. The spell on the Mercenary Shoes is invisibility, which will turn me invisible while channeling and increase movement speed when I stay invisible. I wonder if this is worth in a dungeon, so I'll probably use the refreshing spring because it improves my cooldown rate and gives us burst of strong movement speed. I also wear the Journeyman's cape and the Journeyman's torch to add to attack speed and cooldowns as well, cooldown modifier as well. And I will be using the Journeyman's cursed staff. Now the cursed staff was enabled by the mage node in the destiny board, Journeyman mage. If you remember, I was wearing a fire staff, which is the third one here, and it also enabled arcane staff. This cursed staff I have, frost staff and the holy staff. Most of them are caster weapons for damage. The arcane staff is more of a support role, and the holy staff is of course for healers. I remember I didn't choose the spells on the cursed staff. So the passive is that every 4 normal attacks I will do additional magical damage. That is the main reason why I chose this combination with improved attack speed. So I think I will be auto-attacking with the cursed staff quite a bit, even though it is a caster weapon. The Q spell applies one wild curse charge that deals magical damage over time and also deals some damage straight up, but it has no cast time. It has just cooldown, so this spell enables me to auto attack a lot because a lot of the time I won't be actively casting. I will not use this cursed sickle because this one comes with once you have leveled the cursed staff. My W spell will be the armor piercer, which deals magical damage and reduces damage resistances, so I just deal more damage. The other option would be to channel damage for some time and do area of effect damage from wild curses that will be consumed. The E slot on the Journeyman's cursed staff, or the cursed staff in general, is death curse that will place death curse on the enemy after some time, dealing magical damage based on the amount of wild curse charges. So it has a short cast time and deals pretty much damage when I have many wild curse charges. So the point is simple: I will stack as many wild curses while auto attacking occasionally casting, actually this is instant, the armor piercer, and finish the death curse when I have many stacks. Let's go in. Alright, I'm in the Hidden Mines, which is the same, not really the same type of dungeon I have done in the Tier 2 armors in the first episode. The enemies are of course stronger because I am in a Tier 4 dungeon, and will be different because the dungeon is randomized. As you can see, I'm simply auto-attacking and placing the curse, the vile curse, when the time comes, and the cooldown, off cooldown. You can see this damage is somewhat invisible, it doesn't come in great chunks, but over time. And that is the point. I will simply deal a lot of auto attacks and do a lot of cursing. I can also switch targets and deal damage to both of them. How exactly does the curse work? After 5 seconds, so I can cast this immediately and the damage will proc in 5 seconds. And the description is wrong because I will not place the curse after 0.6 seconds because the cast time is 0.6, not 0.4. Alright, that is something I misunderstood about the death curse and how to use it. So I will just place it on an enemy and place as many vile curse stacks as I can. Now it detonated. Being a damage dealer with auto attacking speed increase is useful when your auto attack is strong, of course, and when you want to get your auto attack procs often. So once you have to move, do remember always to press your space key to auto attack. I have to get used to this type of playing because I'm losing a lot of health right now to the normal mobs, but that shouldn't worry me. No, I will run from this pack. The thieves don't have any special spells, but they deal considerable damage, have considerable health, and I think they coat their weapons in some sort of slowing poison, which will slow me for a short time. So I will not be able to run very effectively. Alright, there are multiple types of mobs in the Heretic dungeon. Right now there are 2 fire mages, fire starters, and a hermit. If you remember, the hermit will heal an injured ally and pop healing totem both of which I have to interrupt or kill. And the fire starter should place these bombs, and sometime later he could place a turning flame field. Okay, where's the patrol? The patrol is coming. Demonic beam in the targeted direction. So it's this laser thing I was creating. Yeah, that was easy. I have to keep the mobs not scattered, but rather close to each other, so that my passive from the auto attacks I'm hitting pops off on all the enemies, not just one or two. No, that was not successful. The hermit was allowed to heal a lot, so I didn't want to die. I can just run out of the fight and get my health back. This is probably not the most effective way to clear the dungeon. I'm seeing that I'm not doing a lot of damage and I'm taking a lot of damage, but I think it is pretty much fun. Okay, the hermit here. Prolong the time. And I died to a normal mob. I've overextended. Well, I'm curious how the bosses will do. Four stacks are max, and he died from the injury. Alright, it looks like there is a side boss, and it's going to be a library room. There's nothing special. It might be a library or a book chest actually that will grant me Tombs of Fame. Let's see. Alright, so I can see it is book chest, actually a blue one, and guarding it is a big Spencer with a fire starter. I think I will deal with the fire starter first. Okay, he's down because of the death curse. And now I will dance around and dodge the big Spencer's abilities, while keeping 4 stacks of death curse, wild curse on him. No. They expired. And it seems I do not have enough energy left. Well, I was quick to engage and it looks like my energy ran out and I will not be able to use anything else but the Wild Curse. But since the Big Spencer doesn't do much damage, he has a lot of abilities he has to stop to do, I have beaten him. Now the book chests have Tombs of Insight as their loot. In my experience, it's usually these beginners ones which you give 1000 fame, but there could be other ones that give 2 or well, not 2. The 2 are coming from the daily bonus, but it can be higher level ones. And if you find a Tomb of tier 3, tier 4, that one is actually tradable. That you can give it to other players. Or sell, and that is a good income. But getting it is quite random. Also, the Adept's tombs are dropping from normal, regular mobs, and I don't remember if I ever saw them from the chest. I was checking what was this cursed sickle from 19 magical damage. That is actually my auto attack. The staves are not doing physical damage, they are simply doing magical damage. That's a bit different and can be increased, for example here, if the damage resistance is reduced. Alright, Hermit. There is a shrine. I will not aggro this other hermit. He would heal the bouncer. Instead I will take the shrine and then the hermit. Alright, I should be safe now. He has managed to heal these scavengers a bit, but not very much. Also with the shrine I'm very invincible. It is very hard to deal as much damage to under the healing. with the curses and the amount of area of effect damage from my passive, I can sometimes switch targets and let the weak enemy die of the damage over time debuffs. I am very low on energy now. So it is again a site of low gear, and I'm casting a lot. Of course, this is costing 7 energy, this 20, 27, 16. It all adds up. So now I will eliminate the biggest threat, which is the Heretic shooter, and I also see that I am nearing a boss room, so there will not be any more bosses other than this last one, and not much loot from this one story dungeon. But I think it's enough to show a unique way to play the game. It might not be very effective, but I think it's somewhat fun. Alright, the poacher. These pop-ups up here are notifications that I have progressed in the Destiny board. Actually, when you are doing the mage, the Journeyman mage, you have it enabled, and you are wearing cursed staff. This is where the Destiny board branches into multiple nodes. And I'm currently increasing the Warlock node, which requires me to wield a Journeyman's cursed staff and earn fame with it. And I'm also increasing the leaves here. Actually, the cursed staff, combat specialist. Both these have levels from 1 to 100. And I'm able to use other spells and other better items, tier 5, tier 6, tier 7 and tier 8 at level 100. And the specialization, when you are using a special kind of a weapon, increases your item power. And this is pretty hefty increase by 2, and some other points to all cursed staffs, as well as here is the same 0.2 to all cursed staffs. So it is important that you pick a staff and level it up as much as you can, because you are getting more power. Let's finish the dungeon. I will knock out the Heretic brawler first. He has dangerous abilities, and then I will deal with the thieves here. Also with help of the Inferno shield, because I'm taking some damage. The Warlock stuff is probably not the best for soloing, but this is pretty good for dealing magical damage. So it might not be the best idea to go in leather, but the casters are usually equipping clothes, so they maximize the damage for the damage roll they are doing. Now I have reached the same boss room as previously, the biggest roughneck. I don't quite remember if I had him the last time, but I will explain the abilities shortly. But first I have to finish these other enemies, these brawlers and the thief here, and evade his club. If I were to attack the brawler from here, it would also pull the boss, so I'm waiting for him to step away. And now. Ah, it also consumed all the charges. Consumes all Valkyr's charges on the enemy, so all the damage over time that I have been building is now with the discus dealt at once, and I can start the stacking the Valkyr's charges again. Alright, I'm full on of energy and full of health, and go after the biggest roughneck. He's quite simple in a fight, and that he throws rocks on me in an increasing area, and I think below 80% he starts slashing with his cleaver, and both of those abilities are very easy to avoid. I can also pop the Inferno Shield. When I need to run away fast, use my boots ability. Now I was hit by the smash. He's becoming very frequent, and he is angered. He's angered. Enraged. But the damage over time has paid off. I have placed, I think, 3 times the Death Curse, which is pretty good, and dealt a lot of damage. Oh, I also survived. Most of it was because I was evading all of his attacks. Well, that was something of an underwhelming dungeon in this tier, but I'll take it. Not all dungeons are long, not all dungeons are short, and the rewards are very, very random, so you might sometimes end up with a few thousand silver, and sometimes with a valuable item. It wasn't this time. I hope you liked the build. It is very simple and probably not very competitive, not very good at clearing, but maybe it's good at higher levels. And I'll try something different next time. I think I will go with clothes and some of the warrior weapons. Alright, that's all for today. I'm happy you have enjoyed the playthrough so far, and see you next time. Bye.